All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And this is the main inspiration for this lesson. As you can see, it's like a little article from Eyewitness News, ABC 7 New York. I'm going to come back to this, but I got a couple, these were the thumbnails that were with that news article. I'll come back to this, you know. This also ties in. I'll come back to this also, but I wanted to touch on this real quick because we brought this up at camp, and that's the spirit. We just literally yesterday were talking about this, and look what pops up in my feed. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai confirming always with signs following. And the brothers keepers of sheep, as you can see, it says, can you say Jacob's trouble? But this isn't the first time that happened. We actually were referencing this happened at a gas station. It was like sometime last year, I believe. It went viral. You know, same thing. Edomites had machine gun, 50 caliber machine gun mounted to the back of their pickup truck. You see, because we definitely are in these times, man. Beautiful times. You know, just wanted to spotlight that real quick. Now, let's get back to the meat and potatoes of this video. Let's read this article. It says, if it felt like 2024 was the year of store closings, in a sense, it really was. Again, if it felt like 2024 was the year of store closings, in a sense, it really was. Business closures were up 57% in 2024. You hear that? More than half. Business closures were up 57% in 2024. Yet they're saying the economy's strong. Yeah, bullshit. Which is going to tie into the next clip that I'm going to get into. It says, I got to read that again. If it felt like 2024 was the year of store closings, in a sense, it really was. Business closures were up 57% in 2024, the highest level since the pandemic. And it's not mom and pop shops feeling the pain. It's major retailers. It says CVS, Walgreens, and Family Dollar all shuttered or announced the closures of hundreds to thousands of stores nationwide. New Jersey-based Party City closed its entire U.S. operation, and the Container Store filed for bankruptcy. Businesses say closures are due in part to the highest levels of inflation the country has seen in roughly 4 decades, in combination with competition from retailers like Amazon, Costco, and Walmart. Yapa. So, sorry we're closed. You see what it says. You've seen it already. We already mentioned it. Walgreens, they closed 1,200 stores. CVS closed 300 stores. Family Dollar closed 718 stores. Party City, all of them closed. The Container Store, Chapter 11. This place is through. So I saw this also it links in. It says, how will the global economy fare in 2025? Because remember, the economy, this economy is interconnected. All these nations, they rely on one another, importing and exporting, you know? And really, America, Babylon the Great, is the number one consumer. We're the number one consumer nation. All these nations really get rich off of selling their merchandise to America. As the scriptures say, they're going to be standing from afar off, bewailing her, you know, looking at the smoke go up, roughly paraphrasing, because what? No man buyeth their merchandise. We are the number one consumer nation. And again, these economies are interconnected. They've been boasting about how the dollar is strong, but yet they're saying all these other currencies are weak. That doesn't make sense. So it says, how will the global economy fare in 2025? BBC News. The new year raises big questions for major economies around the world. China and Germany stumbled last year with fundamental challenges proven difficult to fix. Meanwhile, the U.S. saw strong growth. How? When they just said 57% of the businesses closed. You see? Bullshit. Propaganda, misinformation, half-truths. Meanwhile, the U.S. saw strong growth, but presidential-elect Donald Trump's return and his tariff-centered policies could have widespread effects. It's only going to get worse, and really it's all by design. It's being orchestrated by the wicked elite. The Hegelian dialect, pressure from above, pressure from below. They're all really in cahoots. They're all behind this digital system that they're rolling out. Notice all these nations have some sort of CBDC, central bank digital currency. This thing is going digital. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. But at the end of the day, this is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's movie. And as you can see, it said Germany stumbled. We talked about that at camp briefly. You know, Germany's been in shambles, man. Why? Because of America's antics, sabotaging their deals with Russia. The Nord what is it? I always forget what it is. The Nord Stream pipeline, if I said that correctly, to get cheap oil. You know, so they can keep manufacturing products and then exporting it to primarily America. That's why Germany was strong for their manufacturing, you know. But America's sabotaging everything, man. You know, and which I got the script. I don't know if I'm gonna hit them all, but you get the idea. This place is through. America's through. The global economy's through. You people are through. You ain't seen nothing yet. 'Tis the season of judgment. The automation is not going to stop. It's going to ramp up. The business closures are not going to stop. It's going to ramp up. More layoffs. More hard times. Okay? So you get the idea. Let's get the scriptures. The main scripture that Salakia. The main scripture, as you can see, I got a couple on deck. I don't know if I'm going to hit them all. All right? The main scripture that I want to get is Jeremiah 51:7. All right? Especially in regards to the point about Germany. We all know Germany is one of America's major allies. The scriptures called the Germans refer to the Germans as Teman, the wise men of Edom. But even they're had it up to here with you. So as you can see, Jeremiah 51:1, you see the blue letter titled it Babylon, which is America, judge for sins against Israel, Yasharallah, you tribes. This is why all hell is about to break loose. This is why all this judgment is pouring out in the earth, primarily for what you did to the apple of the Lord's eye. And all you nations are confederate. So you going down with this devil. All right? I don't want to make it long, though. Get straight to the point. The whole chapter is good. But Jeremiah 51, like I said, the whole chapter is good. But I want to hit the point. I start at 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, America. The Hebrew word, as we always say for Babylon, is Babal, confusion. And not ancient Babylon, modern day Babylon, America. Flee, and we're supposed to flee out of this place spiritually, first and foremost. But eventually we're going to actually flee physically. We're going to get beamed up in what you ignorantly call UFOs, UAPs. Those are the chariots of Israel. That's the way we're going to get delivered. That's the way Yahweh Shai Hamashiach left. Okay? So it says flee but we have to flee first and foremost spiritually. Prepare ourselves. You see? So it says flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense, a payback, primarily for what she did to Israel, Yasharallah, you tribes. Tells you that in the beginning of the chapter. So it says, this is the main point. Babylon, I'm going to read it in the KJV, then I'll read it in the NLT. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. Drunken on what? Her ideologies, her philosophies, her wayward schools of thought, feminism, capitalism, that alternative nasty lifestyle, shoving democracy down everybody's throat. You see what I'm saying? So it says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Yeah, now they're seeing the effects of that wine, gobbling down that wine. They're sobering up, okay, and they're seeing their nations, their countries are in shambles. And who's to be blamed? This whore, Babylon the Great, America. You know, the hammer of the earth. And they're going to click up and they're going to shoot missiles on this bitch. Thus saith the Holy Scriptures, even your allies, even your mother, shall be sore confounded in you. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her, pain, if so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. So let's read it in the NLT. Verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, a cup that made the whole earth drunk. The nations drank Babylon's wine, and it drove them all mad. But suddenly Babylon too has fallen. We're seeing it. America has become a third world nation. It's a former shell of itself. It's CTD, circling the drain. So it says, but suddenly Babylon too also has fallen. Weep for her, give her medicine, perhaps she can yet be healed. It's impossible. It's impossible. Trump ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. And a lot of you Babylonians are coming to that realization. The closer we get to January 20th, you're feeling bamboozled, you're feeling betrayed. You see DJ Trump is stacking his cabinet with a bunch of technocrats, okay? You see him putting a bunch of Elamites in office and positions of power, and you're feeling betrayed. You see? Because Trump is an insider. He's taking orders just like all your other previous presidents have taken orders. And as we've been saying, they better follow orders, because if you don't follow orders, you'll get JFK'd. You'll get Gaddafi. Okay? All your leaders, all your politicians, all your, they're taking they're marching to the tune of the wicked elite. Primarily Amalek. These bankers, these elite bankers. The oligarchs. And all wars are bankers' wars. So it says, we would have healed Babylon. You see, Trump already said he's backing Mike Bibby, old Benjamin, not a Jew. Mike Bibby over there, he's already pledged his full support. You see, because the least of the flock shall draw them out. We would have we would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now. Let her go, abandon her. You jakes, you tribes, you don't want to let this place go. You're entangled in this world. You man, it's going to lead to your demise. We would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now. Again, what does America manufacture? What is America's GDP, gross domestic product? What jobs are being created? Where? You see? This place is through. It's through. You think they're going to stop with the automation, the AIs? It's only going to ramp up. It's through. And it's all by design. This devil is rolling out his new world order right in front of you. Let her go, abandon her, and the crown and jewel of this new world order is that digital oil, that charagma per Revelation 13 and 16, that RFID CHIP. It will be made mandatory globally. And you're not going to be able to operate in this current society, this current system without it. And if you take it, you will be destroyed per Revelation 14 and 9. So it would behoove you to let this place go. We would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now. Let her go, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Let her go, abandon her. Return now to your own land, for her punishments reaches to the heavens, It is so great, it cannot be measured. All the atrocities. We only know we only know a little bit of what this devil did, you know. But Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai got the full receipt, all the records, you know. And it's the season of judgment. It's the time of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai visiting the world that He made. Let me see. I had a couple more, but the point was pretty much made. The main scripture was Jeremiah 51:7. Let's see. You can read Isaiah 19, the whole chapter. We always go into it. You already know it. The whole chapter, you know, especially the point about, what's that, 15? There's going to be no work in this bitch. Not just in America, but globally. Everybody's attention, like I keep saying, is going to be turned towards the war front, the war effort. All these factories and shit, they're going to be converted to the military effort, as it has in the past. No new thing under the sun. Ecclesiastes 12, we know it. You read that, you know it already. You know, as regard to the work, ain't gonna be no work. Isaiah 24, you know, Isaiah 24. I didn't even read, you see them. You can pause the video, read them for yourself. They're self-explanatory. We go into the same scriptures over and over, broken records to the point of ad nauseum. Okay, you got to be fully persuaded in your own mind. We know what time it is. The evidence is overwhelming. Okay, you have no need that we write unto you. 1 Thessalonians 5:1, of the times and the seasons, brethren. Okay, but yeah, we in these times. Isaiah 24 on down and 10 on down. You can read that too. I'm gonna close out with these two. The point's pretty much made. I want to hit. I'm gonna close out here. Revelation 17 and let me see where I want to start at. Start at 16. Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore is America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Your allies, they're going to turn upon you. A prime example, Germany. Okay? For Yahweh hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man's goings of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it ever whichsoever way he will. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai put the spirit on these different leaders to be in agreement with this whore, with this beast for a time. But hey, now is the time where they're going to forsake her. They're going to turn on her. And they're ultimately going to shoot their arrows upon her, their ICBMs, their hypersonic missiles, because they're going to come to the realization that America's the problem. America's the problem. Her look was more stout than the rest of her fellows. You see, and she's a spoiled brat. If she can't sit in the chief seat, the top seat at the table, she don't want a seat at the table. She's going to flip the whole table over. You see? You see? And again, they're going to realize that it's America and them mole rats are the problem, them Amalekites. Because we really know America's marching to the tune of the Amalekites, man. Okay? And everybody's on to you. You see? So that's the point. They're going to empty the clip. I'm going to close out here, Isaiah 13, and the main point is in 5. Going into the point, they're going to empty the clip. I started 2. Lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain. That high mountain is America. In the Bible, mountains and hills sometimes refers to different nations. Great nations and lesser nations. America's the so-called greatest nation ever, right? So it says, and the banner are these scriptures. So that's what we do. We're bringing out the word. Lift thee up, heralding in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, we're telling them off, that they shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in mine highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, like a simile, You know, it's comparing to, it's not talking about an army. It's talking about the missiles, the Lord's arrows, them ICBMs, them hypersonic missiles. Like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations gathered together. That's what you see happening now. Yahweh Bashim, it's Salakia. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the Lord of armies, mustereth the host of the battle. That's what you see happening. He's gathering them for that galactic battle. That third world's war in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat as we speak. You see? But ultimately they're gonna stop fighting one another and then let the missiles off. You know? It's gonna get what they call it? It's gonna get nuclear, man. This war is gonna go nuclear. It's gonna turn from conventional warfare to nuclear warfare. And the place that's going to be pelted is America. It says they come from a far country. What? Them arrows, them ICBMs, them intercontinental ballistic missiles, them hypersonic missiles, the Lord's arrows. They come from a far country, even from some of your allies, like Germany. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh. Because that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is coming back in the midst of the arrows being shot off. He finna pull up as birds flying, you know? It says, even the Lord Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation, his righteous anger, to destroy the whole land. The whole land of what? The whole land of America, Babylon the Great. It says, howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. I could keep going, but that's the point. The missiles will be shot off. And the primary target is going to be America. You see? And we in them times. You can't heal this bitch. You can't. It's nothing you can do to upset prophecy. You know? It's nothing you can do. It's inevitable. This place is through. It's circling the drain. And it's going to get much worse before it gets better. Through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom. So keep watching, keep praying, keep fighting, keep pushing. We're close. Victory is nigh. You can taste it. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam yasharallah.